Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Smith red. Set cut. Black 40. Cut.
And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Blue 32. Set.
They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Washington.
And the Washington first down.
Set. Ready. Set. Cut.
Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Down the sideline. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A huge play there on the screen pass. 35 yards.
Okay.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cut.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Got it.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. 560. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Ready. Ready.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he's going to end up losing yardage there. He's forced out of bounds back at the 3.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Backed up to the 3, it's 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready. 50, green.
They'll send a man in motion left.
Set.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 17 touchdowns now on the year. The extra point by Gay is good. The Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's left side to Tucker. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That one good for 29.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this is as good as you could possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's into space, past the 15. Still going. He's got a full head of steam. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A run now for the young man from Colorado. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here we go, set.
A play fake, now Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Go, Reed, go. Set, ready. 19, shot, smash. Ready.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll push forward for about a yard. Mikey Seymour still that time makes the play.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Dart, and that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Yellow, 43.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Black, next.
Back to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Drill, 52. Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Commander's first down.
Ready. Ready?
Now a handoff, running right. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Right back to him on first down. This time the slanting becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Ready up.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready, ready. Blue 32.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment.
Down.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
It is 3rd and long.
Set, ready. Black 40. Set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Dart. That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First down, Washington.
Ready. Set, cut.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Ready.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. His kick is good. And the Commanders stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And a good run there. Will get him 5 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Up the middle they go. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7.
Viking 18. Panther 60, Panther 60. Kill. Go, Chap, go, Chap. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. He's inside the 25. And they finally bring him down when he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. A big-time play out of the G-men. 41 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
70 Lions. 70 Lions.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
5-yard gain on the play.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Eagle. 60 Eagle. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready, right?
They'll go with him again. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now third and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
19-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board just before halftime.
17.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Black Ultra. Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. 6. Mega.
They'll motion the slot man right.
Set. Cut.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, you're only 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
His kick is good. Makes the score. Commanders 17. Giants 10. Boswell set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7th. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here we go. Ready?
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. Take it in at the 8. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. On play action, it is Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, set. 70 line, Cougar 19. Right.
And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. 19 line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's made right side, Mitch Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Let's go now. 70, Timberwolf.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
A carry here for Tracy. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Tracy. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Second down and 8. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Geno Stone with the tackle.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Dart. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Giants first down. On the play fake, here's Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing again, Dart. The outside, caught by Neighbors. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Giants.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That one to the sideline, and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Okay, ready? Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Giants first down.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Go.
And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. The Giants go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. Hut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger one.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Third down, 3 to go.
Ready. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Third and long.
19 Tiger.
Now Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Down. 45. What? Hut.
The drive will start on the ground, and he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Washington.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
10 flat.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
A play fake. Now Dart. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
They'll try again here. 10 and 10. Dart. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's across midfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Giants.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they'll mark him out at the 8. But it is enough to set up first and goal.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
A run on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The pressure's got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
17. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready. 45. White.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
10 plus. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. Down the left sideline. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Set, ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Commanders. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Street! Here we go!
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Get him! You got motion there. You got motion there right there.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
The key component to a screen game, Mike, is that you need your opponent to think you're trying to push the ball vertically downfield. Then you're able to catch them off guard by checking it down short. In this case, the defense doesn't fall for it. They rally to the ball, and they tackle him short of the sticks.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ready. Here we go. Cut.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
Cut. Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. They'll send their tight end left. To the air now on 1st and 10. Forced to his right. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
17-yard loss.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Red, black, 95.
They'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
60 red. Slide through.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Ready, set. Hey, Rick, roll. Here we go. Set, set, hurt. Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
Now is Tracy looking to run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll run, and this is Cam Scattergood. And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80. Rig it. Jack Panther.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kick is
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Set, punt. Black, 95. Cut, cut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
As caught, that's Lane. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will bring them down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st down.
Striker, 3-3.
3 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra deep.
And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. Brian Burns. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.